It is Frankie V, one half of Frankie and Tati. Do I call you David or do I call you Lil Dicky?
Well, I suppose it depends on the context. I guess right now we're promoting, my music, so I guess it is in my advantage to call him Lil Dicky.
And when you call Dave, when you're promoting what?
Just in like everyday interactions, like when we're out in the hallway and I was like, "Hey, good to see you, Dave."
Dave, right.
Yeah.
Last time I saw Dave, Lil Dicky was in Boston. I was working out there, and I remember you coming through, and everybody was like, dude, Lil Dicky's a man. And at that point, you were big, but not like huge yet. And I feel like someone like, well, who's Lil Dicky?
Yeah.
But your other fans are like, yo, that's Lil Dicky.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel like when you say your name, Lil Dicky, everybody's like,
it resonates.
Yeah, everybody knows Lil Dicky now.
That's cool. I feel like Freaky Friday was a turning point.
Yeah, what's that like? That video is at damn near 200 million views.
Yeah. What's it like? It feels really good.
Yeah.
I felt like when I was making the song and the video, like I felt like if ever I had a hit on my hands, this certainly was it. So, but you never know, like, because it's kind of like it's such a funny, unique type of song,
right?
That you never know. I just didn't know how far a funny song could go.
And in the song, though, you mentioned how it's funny to be Chris Brown and whatnot, or Chris Brown and you vice versa, because nobody knows who you are walking down the streets.
Yeah.
Has that changed since this video has been released?
Well, it's been so small of a time period. It's only been 6 weeks, and I don't really do much besides like sit in my room and like work on. Like I don't know, but so I'm definitely recognized at an all-time rate for sure.
Can you go to like a grocery store and buy some turkey breasts to make some sandwiches?
Anytime I go anywhere, someone's gonna say, "Hey, like Lil Dicky, like love your shit," or something.
Hey man, you look like that dude Lil Dicky.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually I get that more than anything.
Do you really?
Yeah. Like, has anyone ever said that you look just like Lil Dicky? And I say, I hear it every day of my life. And they go, really? And I go, yeah, I'm him. And they go, no, you're not. And then I go, I am. And
how do you prove it? You have to.
I don't. Yeah. I've gotten people to talk about it for like 5 minutes where I go, I am him. And they're like, really? And I go, no, I just look just like him. I'm like, oh man. And go, no, I really am him. And they go, you are? And I'm like, no. And I've done that for 5 minutes straight. Where like I've gone back and forth.
And I know you've been asked the question a million times, but the name Lil Dicky, I mean, it's obviously a given. But how did that come about? Was it an ex-girlfriend? Was it like your parents when you were born?
No, nothing to do with my parents, unfortunately, besides the genetics. No, I don't know. I think it was just, to be honest, it was like on the surface, it was a small penis joke.
Yeah.
Not gonna like lie. And then I thought there was like a nice broader, like, self-deprecating value to it that I think is represented in my music all the time. So I think I liked everything that it stood for. It's like kind of like the underdog.
Is that like a downfall though? Because you mentioned, we were just talking off mic, that the tough thing of living in LA is you haven't been able to find a girlfriend yet.
Yeah.
Do you think half of it has to do with the fact your name is Lil Dicky?
No, I hope not. I don't think so. I think it's I'm in the phase of my life. I'm 30 years old. I'm in the phase of my life where I'm not really interested in dating anyone that I don't think I could marry.
Got it.
So it's like, I think I just don't give people a chance that often because I really feel the need to be fully blown away to
even date somebody.
To really date someone, and I just haven't been blown away.
And you've been celibate, is it 8 months now?
It's now 9.
9 months.
Yeah. 9 months. Well, celibate, like no sex. I still, I'm still getting hand jobs.
Yeah.
But yeah, 9 months.
And it's only one hand though, not both, because obviously it's Lil Dicky.
One
so
hand,
just,
totally. Two hands would not even.
No.
It would actually be a little uncomfortable. It'd be
so
exposing.
Do you tell a girl though? So you do hook up. So you're not dating her. You guys just hook up. Do you ever bring up the fact that, like, just so you know, this is not going to happen?
Yeah.
And how does that conversation? Like, she's like, you're hot and heavy. You're ready to go. And like, the pants are.
It's kind of like reverse gender norms at times. It's
yeah.
Really, like, I thought you were just joking when you said like you weren't gonna. I'm like, no, like I really am not. I don't know. I find it so fascinating to see. Like, I love seeing the reaction. You know what I mean? It's like the opposite of what the expectation would be.
Right.
But I deal with it.
You do. What do you look? So you say you're looking for a girl to marry, not just date. You want that. So what? Like somebody watching this video right now, because this video is going to go viral like everything else. Get like 4.7 million views, like that. To those 4.7 million watching right now, what's Lil Dicky looking for?
Here's the thing. I'm not even sure that I have any idea.
Yeah.
Like I in my mind, I think about like being really sweet and nice. Like,
okay.
I see my wife being the kind of person who everyone's like, oh my God, what a sweetheart that girl is. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like I've only had 2 serious relationships, and I feel like one was when I was like a kid, and the other one was when I was an adult. It didn't work out, but I just feel like I need more experiences to know what I like.
But if you're not dating, how do you get those experiences?
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of a thing where I put myself in. Like I say I want a girlfriend, but I really don't even have time for one. Like, and I don't really like. So it's almost like impossible to get one because I just dedicate so much time to the work that I'm doing.
So you're in LA. Obviously, it's tough. Have you tried to date girls in San Diego? Have you come down here and tried to give them a chance?
No, but hey, it's Friday night and I'm here.
All right, why not?
Yeah. I'm all ears, San Diego.
Do you get when you go to these cities? Do you get to actually hang, or is it more like you literally come down, work, go back?
Well, San Diego is so close that I probably will, as soon as at 2 a.m. drive back to LA.
Yeah.
But that's a rarity. Rarely do I have that convenience at hand.
Right.
But it depends. Not as often as I'd like to. Like even when I go to Europe, I'm there, I get there and it's like I have maybe 2 hours before sound check to explore the entire city of London, and that's not enough time.
What's it like meeting girls in different cities? You're going to what, Australia and New Zealand next? Is that your big tour? So you're going out there.
I'm excited to go back there. Let me tell you something. I was in Australia in 2009 for 6 months when I studied abroad, and I would go out every single weekend for 6 months straight with the sole intention of hooking up with girls, and didn't hook up with a single girl the entire time.
That's because you were Dave at that point, right? You were just Dave.
I was Dave, but I don't know. My game was so nullified in Australia. Whatever I had to offer in America just did not translate internationally. I had no shot. I wasn't even close.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to go back with a lot more social leverage.
Is your game better now?
Probably not. I just think I have shorter hair. My hair was 3 times as long back then, and I had a weird beard where I didn't. I didn't grow the mustache, so I just had the beard.
Oh yeah.
With no mustache, which was a major mistake. I think.
Did you have the blotchy beard when I used to try to grow it before full puberty, and you get those little patches?
I still have a little bit of patch, but actually I can't complain about my beard. It's pretty
it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
So you're going back there to New Zealand and Australia. Are you doing tour dates?
I'm doing I don't know how many shows. There's I think it's a week or 7 or 8 days worth of shows, and I've never been out there as a performer. So, and I imagine any English-speaking country really likes my stuff.
Because your song is number one.
I think it was number one or something. Yeah, I think it was number one.
What's that like? What's that like being Dave to Lil Dicky? Because you started as a marketing person in San Francisco?
Yeah, I worked in an ad agency. Yeah.
So you went from being an ad agency, probably sitting in a cubicle, to now going to New Zealand and having them sing along to Freaky Friday.
Yeah. No, it's a trip.
Yeah.
No pun intended. No, it's cool. It's awesome. I think initially, I've always truly believed it would happen. You know what I mean? It's not a situation where I was where I feel surprised. Mm-hmm. But I think initially, I wanted it to happen so fast. And even though it has really happened fast, it's quick. Just now I'm really able to just appreciate it, I think.
And I know you've been asked this a million times too, and you're probably sick of it. But what was it like? How did you go from an ad agency, because you were doing comedy work and whatnot, trying to make it happen, to becoming David to Lil Dicky from that situation?
Well, my original goal my whole life was to be a comedian. That was what I wanted to be growing up. I was I really need to figure out how to be in mood. How can I be Seth Rogen? How can I be Larry David?
Right.
And I thought about my skills as a human being, and I didn't know anybody in the entertainment industry. I always kind of rapped casually growing up, and I had this if you saw Lonely Island, Andy Samberg and those guys.
Yep.
I saw these guys, be so mega successful and have no competitors. Nobody else was making funny rap music. So I thought, I feel like this is a good way to get noticed. I don't need to rely on other people. I can literally go download and steal a Drake beat and rap over it in my room. And I don't need to know anybody, and I can pull this off for very cheap. So that was kind of how I did it. And then I put the first thing I put online, the first day, I worked for about 18 months straight on my first stuff, and didn't put anything out until I had a whole mixtape ready and 5 videos shot, and I finally put a video out the first day, and it got 1 million views on the first day.
Wait, this was before did you have a following at that point, or were you just?
No, this is I activated my Twitter that morning.
So not to sidetrack, but to people in San Diego trying to become rappers, become famous, how do you take a video you just made? What was unique about it?
I did nothing. I literally emailed all my friends, and I was hey guys, would love if you spread this.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that it was a very unique video.
Right.
So my advice to anybody that is interested in doing something is try to find a unique angle or spin. Only you can be you. If you try to be other people, then you're just gonna be making stuff that's gonna be hard to stick out. But if you do only what you inherently can do, then no one's gonna be able to do it.
So you start doing this comedy / rapping.
Right.
Gets 1 million views, toss it out there, and then.
And I was man, this is you might be onto something here. And then it honestly works like a sport, where the more you do it, the better you get. So I just I kept rapping, and I just got better and better. And it's weird. I don't know. It's weird. Like when I listen to my old music, I think to myself, like, why? How did you even believe in yourself?
Right.
Because I think it's terrible. But now I feel like I'm so good. And I know that in like 5 years, I'm going to be even better.
Right.
So it's like, it just really works like a sport.
For the parents that might be watching this, what do your parents think? I mean, you're 30 years old, so obviously your parents still consider themselves parents to you.
Oh,
so
yes, they do.
They raise this kid in New Jersey, and all of a sudden he goes and working an ad agency in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he's now Lil Dicky.
Yeah. Well, so there was phases of this whole thing. So
Yeah.
initially, like they actually literally held an intervention before I put anything online, and they said, I just want to go on record. They said we want to go on record.
Yeah.
We don't think you should put anything online. Like we think this is a very bad move for your career. We think the internet is a permanent place. This is very racy material. Like I think you're really short-sighted in thinking that you can put this online, and if it fails, that you're just going to be able to get whatever job that you want to get next.
Right.
They're like, don't do it. And I was like, okay. Well, I didn't say okay. I said okay, but I knew I wasn't going to listen to them.
These are parents. So you were in your early 20s at this point?
Yeah, 24.
And mom and dad are being mom and dad?
Yeah. I mean, they're still the exact same way now. It's just now I have, like, stats I can throw at them. But the thing is, the first day I was able to, like, I got 1 million views the first day, so it didn't, like, my mom was like, okay, like, it's still over our head, but we see what you're saying. And now they're, like, obsessed with it. Now they track. It's like I can't even do anything without them seeing what I've done.
So
like they're gonna see this whole thing.
When somebody says to your dad that doesn't know, hey, what's your son do? Your dad's like, my son's Lil Dicky. Like, is that what dad says? Like, is that a weird conversation for him to say to his boys?
They they'll figure out ways to like somehow weasel that into the conversation. Like, you know, they'll be like, well, what do your kids do? And like they'll like be waiting to get like, oh, mine. You know, like they're really proud. It's really cute. I love
cool.
them. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
One thing that you bought for your parents since you've made some money. Nothing yet.
Courtside Sixers tickets.
That's cool.
I didn't pay for them, but but I provided a series of Instagram posts in return for them. So really, I did kind of indirectly. You know what I mean? Let's go with that.
Was it one of the Sixers games where they've lost to the Celtics? Because I'm from Boston, or was it?
It wasn't. It was one of them where
though.
they won against the Heat.
Just want to double check.
Yeah, it's really. I wish I could say something right now, but I can say nothing. It's so those were very frustrating games for me as a fan. I think we're going to win both of them in Philly.
Yeah.
And I still think we're going to win the series in 7.
Okay.
But it's a lot more of an uphill battle than it ever should have been. Like the talent discrepancy is so large. We have such a better team than the Celtics right now with all those injuries you guys have.
You know what you need to do is like be the court. You got to be the Drake of the Sixers. You know what I'm saying?
That's like all I think about.
You like, be sitting right there courtside yelling at players as they go by.
That's all I want to do. Like Kevin Hart does it.
Yeah, Kevin Hart was there, but it was funny. Did you see him? Your Sixers were up 22 points, whatever, and he's
I know
the crowd then
He might have touched the money a little bit.
How do we get that to happen for Lil Dicky?
I think I just got to make more hits. No, but I'm on the side. I am there. I'm like kind of like the guy who's like a little bit worse of a seat than Kevin Hart right now. But I'm inching my way closer and closer to Kevin. Yeah.
I want to see Lil Dicky. I want to see you run on the court. Mark Cuban, remember him with the Mavericks when he used to just run out there and storm the court?
They had me. I was shooting a T-shirt gun the other day.
For the Sixers?
Yeah, it was one of the most fun things I've done in like a month. It was so fun. You ever shot a T-shirt gun?
I did for the Padres one time.
Yeah, super fun.
It's real fun to hit somebody in the face accidentally and then they get pissed.
And then I was throwing them.
Yeah.
And I looked at one fan in like the back of the first section. Like,
right.
Like 40 rows back. I pointed to him and I threw the shirt and it went right to him and he caught it. And nobody even understood the moment except for me and that guy. But I just think it was an incredible display of athleticism on my end.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Were you an athlete growing up?
Yeah, I sure was.
What sports?
I was the captain of my tennis team.
Okay.
And I was a Jewish rec league, MVP candidate year in, year out. 2-time MVP, always in the discussion for the best player in the league.
Junior rec league.
Yeah, JJBL, Junior Jewish Basketball League.
Dude, we had it in Boston. It was called TBA, Temple Beth Am Basketball League.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of good players in that league. I don't want to downplay it. I mean, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm really not. It's a competitive league.
So from being that junior league player, now you're going on tour. You do shows. What's on your rider? What do you ask the club? What do you ask the
My rider is like that of a 13-year-old boy. There's like pizza Lunchables on it, s'mores Pop-Tarts, Chex Mix, face wash. I think there's there's like a sort, like a, you know, cereal, but like when it's like all of the different boxes represented in small box form.
Yeah. You got those little ones.
Sorted pack.
Frosted Flakes were the best in those little boxes.
I mean, I'll tell you, like, one thing, you can complain about a lot of things about society and where we are, but the one thing that no one can complain about is where we are with cereal. Like, there are so many cereals that are just truly unbelievable cereal.
Favorite cereal?
I don't even know that I can say that because there are so many, but the things that are coming to my mind are honeycombs.
Yeah.
I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
When you eat Lucky Charms, do you eat the marshmallows first, or do you eat the cereal around them?
I actually like the cereal around it more than the marshmallows, but Lucky Charms just did a collab with Frosted.
I saw that.
That is quite a...
I haven't tried it yet. You tried it?
I have tried it.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Good late night food. You know, just come home after a long show.
Even dry, even just putting your hand in a box.
See, I'm addicted to dry cereal. People think I'm weird, but I do it. Why not? It's better, right?
Yeah, it's not. It's equal.
It depends on your mood. Breakfast, I feel like breakfast you put milk. Dinner, snacks.
Yeah,
you do.
snacks. Yeah, nothing like just grabbing a frosted mini wheat.
Yeah, beautiful. A couple of those in the hand, you're good.
So good, such a good texture.
You got a big project in the works. I don't really want to give too much information, but there's something new that could be popping off in Lil Dicky's life.
Oh yeah, I'm working on a TV show.
Okay.
Yeah, I can say that. I'm working on a TV show, working hard at it. I don't think I can say anything beyond that. But working on an album, working on more music.
Is it the TV show and the album going to get you into that seat at the Sixers game? Or is this like that big push that's going to get you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's just disrespectful, I think.
At this point, right?
Yeah. No, I think both things will be monumental moments in pop culture.
For sure.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for.
That's what's up. Before we let you go, I know you got to jump and you're busy. 5 and 30. I'll give you 5 questions, 30 seconds to answer them as truthful as possible.
Cool. I only need about 10 seconds, but yeah, go on.
Question number 1. Favorite junk food?
Pizza goldfish.
Pizza goldfish.
Yeah.
Stop the timer for 1 second. Explain what the hell a pizza goldfish is.
Oh, goldfish, like the cracker base.
You put on top of pizza?
No, there's a pizza flavor.
Oh, pizza flavored goldfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pizza goldfish.
Timer back on. Question number 2. First thing you notice on a girl?
Face.
What part of the face?
Lips.
Lips, 100%. Next question in 30 seconds. Favorite pickup line you've ever used?
I always say the same thing.
What's that?
Excuse me, what are your thoughts on me hitting on you right now? Like, would you say you're open to it? Yeah.
And that's why you're single.
Probably.
Fifth and final question in 30 seconds. If for some reason you stopped being a comedian and a rapper and a singer and you became a porn star, what would your porn name be?
Probably Lil Dicky.
Is that...
It's just as relevant and brand continuity. I just feel like it's the right play.
Lil Dicky, David, good to see you again, my brother.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Shoot you, JAMN 95.7, Frankie and Tati.